Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna play The Man of My Dreams. It's another Yandere dating sim. This one's on the little of a soft side, and it's about going into your favorite visual novel. Let's begin. Being Isekai'd into your favorite visual novel. Let's begin. I had a dream again last night. Third time this month. I remember correctly, the same dream of the exact same moment. The dream about him. I'm 12 years old, walking home from school with my friends. Not friends, acquaintances, classmates, even. We talked about TV shows, sports, gossiped about random celebrities, things like that. And make sure to keep tabs on what's popular so I could contribute to these conversations, but I hardly even need to. I just echo whatever opinion people have, and I get by just fine. Okay, it would be easier in in elementary school to be in the same into the same stuff, though. Just talk about Pokemon. We can't stay together for long. Our houses are in different directions, so little by little, we all split up. 3 kids live here. 2 live there. And 3 more live there. Eventually, it's just me and that one kid. I didn't know him very well. He's in most of my classes, but we barely spoke. The most was a single time we worked on a project together. He usually keeps himself. I don't want to force him to talk to me if he doesn't want to. But still, I still smile at him, and he knows I'm not being rude. He looks away. We continue in silence for a block or two. I guess he doesn't want to talk. Which is why, when he does break the silence, it catches me off guard. So, I played this visual novel recently. Visual novel? My whole body jolts up. Visual novels? Someone else in school plays them. I do my best to sound calm and collected as I answer. Really, which one? You probably haven't heard of it. It's called Echoes of the Skies. Oh my god. Oh, that one. You heard of it? It's my favorite visual novel of all time. Yeah, I played it a couple months ago. Of course, I didn't tell him it's my favorite. There's a chance he hated it, and he's eager to rant about how horrible it was. Or even if he didn't think it was horrible, he still could have disliked it. Or maybe he just thought it was okay, and isn't it fantastic? You're now my new best friend. That'll be kid me. Yeah, it is. We launch into a passionate discussion about Echoes of the Skies. I rave about the beautiful artwork, gush about the captivating story. For the first time since I played it, I get to talk to another person how emotionally invested I am in the main character's journey, their stubbornness, and how it slowly gives way to rely on other people. It's like, and it's not on the internet. Like, it's refreshing. It's always nice to have someone that you know in person to talk to about stuff. I mean, it's nice to talk to people online, but it's also really nice to be able to talk to someone that's not compare to compare. That is until we bring up the love interest. Marxism is, oh my god, Marxism. I don't think I ever loved characters as much as you like him? That one simple statement makes me stop in my tracks. Oh, not that much. He has his design isn't bad. I'm not judging or anything. It sounded like he kind of was. Really? Yeah, I just don't get it, that's all. Why would you like a guy who's such a jerk to you? Especially with the way nicer guy right there. That's because I like bad boys. You could, ew. I mean, look at her, Yandere. Yandere's like, yeah. You would think, since he's my favorite character of all, oh, I would have an essay prepared in advance. But to be honest, I never thought about this before. I don't know. I just like, I would say character development. Something about him just it drew me in. I never took the time to figure out what exactly. I guess if I had to give a reason, it would be when he's nice to you, he means it. I still feel special to someone. When he's nice to you, he means it. I suppose I just like his honesty. What are you talking about? He takes forever to open up about anything. That's not what I meant. I see. See, Elmio, Ellie, Ellie, also Sally, is nice, right? And he's nice to everyone. You have no idea what he really thinks of you. He could secretly despise you, and you have no clue. But when Markson is nice to you, you know for sure he likes you. Does that make sense? He crosses his arms. I guess, but... Oh, that's where my house is. Are you sure going this way? No, I'm over there. Then we have to split up now, I guess. His eyes drift down to the ground. Hey, I like talking to you. Can we talk again tomorrow? Yes, you're not my new best friend. Sure, I'd love to. I'll see you then. See you. We wave goodbye and go our separate ways. Then I wake up. We never did get to our conversation. He didn't show up to school the next day. In fact, he never showed up to school again at all. I wonder what happened. Because just a few minutes after we went our separate ways, he stumbled into a street and got hit by a car. It got Isekai'd. He didn't die, at least not at that moment, but he did go into a coma. Quite a long one, and I have no idea what became of him afterward. Maybe he did wake up eventually. Or maybe he passed away. I guess that's why the moment haunts me so much. I didn't even know him that well, and I was the last person to talk to him before the tragedy struck. I may have been the last person to talk to him in his whole life. That would have haunted anyone. But if I'm being honest with myself, that's not the only reason I can't stop thinking about it. The one single conversation was the last time I really felt connected to someone my age. I always had a decent social skills. Can hold a conversation just fine, and I made plenty of friends. Not all friends, acquaintances. No, not friends, acquaintances. I make friends. Like phantoms. I never managed to take any of those familiars to the next level. I've never formed a true deep friendship. That part of the reason my mind keep that part of the reason that's the part of the reason my mind keeps going back to that boy. I can't help but wonder if tragedy hadn't struck. Could we have been friends? There's no way of knowing. I could track him down online to see how things turned out for him. But even if he's still alive and well, what would I say? He probably doesn't even remember me. And even if he does, well, just because we may have gone along at 12 doesn't mean we'll get along now. All I can do is move on, rather than chase an old social connection. It's better to focus on the ones I have now. Which is exactly what I plan to do. One of my acquaintances has invited me to a pool party at their house. It's been a while since I've gone swimming, but that doesn't matter. Today is a perfect opportunity to get a little closer to people I know. Maybe someday I'll be able to call them friends. Or is it that way? Oh, is it that way? I better start getting ready. Despite the time crunch, I managed to make it right on time, which for social events is actually early. I step out of my car and follow a set of makeshift signs to Taylor's backyard. The evening summer sun beats down on my hand. The evening summer sun beats down on me hard. I've barely been out of the car for a minute, and the sweat is already dripping down my skin. For me, where I live, even in the car, you're sweating. Even with AC. Thankfully, this pool comes into view a few seconds later. A simple rectangle, small by public pool standards, but huge for someone's private pool. Then again, owning any swimming pool seems like a lot for one. Seems like a lot for one at all. Come to think of it, owning a whole house is a lot for one, too. But questioning Taylor about where on earth they had gone these funds isn't high on my list of priorities today. I hurry on to the wooden platform, flaming the pool as I wave to the handful of people who are right there. I can't see if they wave back because I already taken off my footwear as fast as I possibly can. The second I'm able, I sit down on the side of the pool and duck my feet into the cool water. Finally, sweet relief. As I let the chlorinated water soak up the heat from my body, I take a look at my surroundings. There's a few lounge chairs lined up along the side of the pool, as well as a couple of glass tables with snacks set up. Above the sliding glass doors that lead inside the house are three second floor balconies. The one in the center jolts out so that it slightly overlaps the pool. No one's swimming yet, though a couple are dipping their feet, just like I do. Light chatter fills the air against the backdrop. Beat of dance songs from about 15 years ago. Well, it's time for me to go talk to someone. I can't move my legs. And it's not just because I'm reluctant to go back to the heat. Normally talking is no problem. But I can't just use the same conversation tricks I usually do. I always do. If I want to get closer with someone, I can't just stick to the usual safe topics. No TV shows, celebrity scandals. I have to go deeper. I'll just talk about celebrity scandals. It's easy. I have to talk to people in a way I haven't before. And there's a million of different ways it could go wrong. My heart pounds in my chest. I breathe, my breath shortens. Even more sweat drips from my forehead. There's only one way I can think of to calm myself down. I have to pretend he's with me. In an instant, Markson is right beside me, his hand slightly wrapped around mine. Hypocrite. Hey, what are you talking about? You're always saying I shouldn't keep to myself as much. Everyone needs others, right? Okay, I can relate. Well, yeah. But you're a loner just like me. You know, I try to fix that. Besides, I have you. Don't you want me all to yourself? Though mine would be probably Luffy. It's not in that way. Tempting. He wings in closer. I can't give you everything you need. You know that. Yeah, I do. Come on. You could do it. You're brave. One look into his eyes, and I'm filled with newfound energy. Thank you, my love. And with a smile and a nod, he fades away. Right. Who do I talk to first? The obvious choice would be Taylor. My chances seem good when I've hit them. They like me enough to invite me to their house at least. Right, but right now they're nowhere to be found, and I So I scanned the area until my eyes land on her face. It's Allie. She was there at that movie night I got invited to a month ago. We had a pretty nice talk. She's a great start. I scoot back, move my feet out the pool, and hurry over to her. Allie, hey. Hi, sorry, do I know you? I was at the movie night last month? Right. What's your name again? I was like, you forgot my name? It's YN, of course. You entered YN, is that correct? Yes. It's YN. Oh, yeah, I remember now. So how's it going? It's going fine. How about you? It's okay. If this was just a normal chat, my next question would be if she ended up seeing the movie she mentioned last time. But now this has to be different. This time I have to ask something else. Like, what else is there? My friends are over there, so we'll just start talking about the movies anyway. Have you had any meaningful dreams recently? It's like, no, that's creepy. That's creepy. Go back. What? Talk about the movies. Oh crap, I went too far. I made her uncomfortable. I mean, did you end up seeing the movie you mentioned? With the drama actor you like? The tall guy? The tall guy? I did, yeah. Honestly, he's been in way better stuff, but I don't know. The plot still kept me interested. I listen to her ramble, and I nod, constantly, only interjecting with a few words on occasion. Like I always do. Okay, I'll talk someone's ear off instead. Until my friends call her over, and she waves goodbye. So this attempt didn't go well. That's okay. Allie isn't the only one at this party. Not even the only person I recognize. I could still do this. As I search for someone else to talk to, my eyes land on Taylor emerging from the side door that leads directly to the pool. Now's my chance. I make a beeline for them before anyone else can. Hi, Taylor. Hey, glad you can make it. Like, we don't have Taylor's, sprite. Their, brow frooms as they raise their hand to their chin. Let's see now. It was probably, don't say anything, I got it. Okay, I don't. What's your name? They invited me here, and they don't remember my name. No worries, it's YN. YN, I knew that. No, you didn't. Okay, YN. Taylor's much more personable than Allie is. They host parties on the regular, so they're expert in talking to people. All I have to do is steer the conversation in a more personal direction. Maybe I should ask about something specific to Taylor. What do I know about them? Me, nothing. Does it get lonely living in a house by yourself? That's kind of creepy, YN. They raise an eyebrow. What do you think I hold these parties? Because they're lonely. Oh god, the tone of their voice. I struck a nerve, didn't I? Absolutely struck a nerve. Right, sorry. I'm just really impressive place. Very big. Taylor could be married, all we know. I know, right? They should totally check out the pool table. And so I fall back into my usual pattern again. And again and again. The more I talk around the pool, the more people I try to talk to, the clearer it becomes that I just have no clue how to deepen a relationship. Either I stick to the same script I always do, or I go too deep and end up freaking people out. I don't freak people out. My humor might, sometimes. When it goes really dark. That's the secret. What are the magic words? How do I get anyone, to see me more than an occasional conversation partner? Sometimes it seems like no one sees me at all. By my 14 and 15th failed attempt, I made it. Made up. I made my way up to the second floor balconies. I resigned myself to walking right up to the railing that overlooks the pool. A light breeze pushes against my face. The sun hasn't quite finished setting it yet, but it's already cooler now. Now, far more people are splashing around and having fun in the pool, talking, laughing, making precious memories. A weight presses down on my whole body. All the energy from earlier is gone. Your wrong marks them. I'm not brave. I can't do it. Yes, you can. Then why haven't I? Years and years of trying. I've never made a single real friend, and that one time I almost did. He got hit by a car. Sometimes I wonder if I'm just destined to end up like this, if I was never meant to have any friends. I laughed despite myself. That would make it, that would explain a lot, wouldn't it? Makes him is silent, evident. He can't think of anything to say. Because I can't think of anything to say to myself. He's not real. He's just a puppet I use to talk to myself. Just a sad, pathetic little coping mechanism so I could trick myself into thinking someone loves me. I don't even know if he'd love me if he was real. I don't know if he would even like me. Is he our Yandere? I've just been lying to myself the whole time. That's what. I'm too much of a coward to face the... Oh! Someone knocks into me. I feel pressure from their whole backside, but only for an instant. It happens too quickly for me to see who it was. Next thing I know, I'm face down, staring straight at the side of the house. The rustling railing digs into my thighs. I thrust my chest back as I stretch my arms out behind me. But the railing still lets me go. And we get Isekai'd. The wind rushes against me. Shocking screams surround from above and below. The swimming pool gets closer and closer. The last thing I hear is a splashing before my whole world goes white. Where am I? I open my eyes to nothing but the tiniest shiver of light. I feel bed sheets beneath me and a comforter on top. Funny, I don't remember going to bed last night. What did I do last night anyway? Let's see. First I went to the party. I tried to talk to people, and I failed to talk to people, and then I fell into the pool. Oh my god, I fell into the pool! That's it, I must be in the hospital. Oh god, how did that even happen? I hope it's not too bad. I hope my family isn't too worried about me. I knew those were low railings. Why wasn't I more careful? I poked my head out of the covers to find... Well, the person who shoved us should have been careful. Oh. This isn't a hospital. This is bed. It's definitely not mine. It's like, yeah, definitely. It looks a little more medieval. Did someone take me to their house instead of the hospital? I don't think that that's a very good idea. Even if I probably did end up that hurt. Whose house is this anyway? Somehow it looks familiar. I feel like I should know it. But it's not like any bedroom I've been in my whole life. In my life. For one thing, there are hardly any furniture in here. Besides the bed, there's only a stool and a small table and a chest. Wait, a chest? Am I an RPG now? The stool was burnt with a burnt out candle in a dish. Is right next to me, as if I used attempted to light my way to the bed last night. It makes me wonder, are there any electrical outlets in here? Nope, because we're in a medieval world now. I try to throw my covers off so I can step out the bed and get a better look. Only to find I can't do that. My Dharma arm is stuck in a bent position. I can't stand it no matter how much I try. I use my other hand to lift the covers off and find my arm is entranced in bandages and wood. Wait, so it's broken. In a medieval setting because I don't think he used wood. I actually know someone broke her arm, but I don't remember if it was. I thought it was just a cast. It's not me. So it's broken. That makes sense. Honestly, it's a miracle. I only end up with a broken arm. Not to mention, it somehow doesn't even hurt that much. But why the wood? And why do I have a cast at all if I'm not in the hospital? I guess I wasn't the main. I guess if I was the main character from Echoes of the Sky, it would be treated at home. But wait a second. This bedroom looks exactly like the one that they stay in during the events of the game. And they break their arm too. The game starts with them using a set of glider wings, a magic flying machine, in hopes of flying home. They get reckless and try to fly faster than the wings are designed to go, and they end up slamming into a wall. So we are basically being Icarus. Just minus trying to go to the sun. The next thing is them getting their broken arm treated in this very bedroom. Oh my god, could it be me transported into the world of Echoes of the Skies? Hold on, let's not get too excited. It could be a coincidence. Maybe someone from the party is a fan of Echoes too, and modeled their house to look exactly like Ellie's. Yeah, that doesn't sound very plausible. But more possible than getting transported to another dimension. It's like, we're gonna find out we're Isekai'd, and we're gonna flip out. I just need to get up and look around, and I figure out what's going on here. I slide my feet onto the floor and stand. I'm a few feet closer to the door when I realize it'll be faster to just look out the window. And I walk over there instead. And as soon as I do, I can't believe my eyes. This is it. It's Hillsdale. The floating town from Echoes of the Skies. Its architecture, the roads, even the big wild windmill. It's all here. It looks so much more lifelike in person. It's not like a illustration on a screen anymore. It's like I can touch it. Not only that, but it doesn't even. It shouldn't be even possible, but it is. I'm really in Echoes of the Skies. I can't believe it. And if the broken arm is an indication, I might be the MC too. This is so. I'm the MC named YN. That's a. There's a rhythmic knocking on the door. Shock piles for me. I quickly turn around. Oh, come in? The door creaks open. Who else could it be by Ellie? I like its design. He's one of the two love interests in the game. The only one who's much friendlier from the onset. A skilled mechanic who graciously lets the main character stay in his house during their visit to the floating town. Ellie's a good enough character, but he never really captured my heart the way Markson did. He's nice even to people he despises, so it's hard to tell what he really thinks of you. As soon as we lock eyes, he's widened his shock. Good lord, Ryan, what blazes are you doing out of bed? Hi? It's like, wait, how do you know my name? Wait. Because I'm pretty like MC here, but my name is Ryan. I know that line well. I played this thing so many times, I practically memorized it by now, but something bars me. How does he know my name? How did he know my name? Should I ask? I'll go with yes. How do you know my name? Of course I know your name. You told me, remember? Don't tell me you have amnesia. Oh dear, it's worse than I thought. Can you remember who I am? Your name is Elmi. I'm staying with you. This is your house. I know who you are. Thank heavens. You just got hurt. The doctors told you need some rest. It's like I'm playing the game again. When I open my mouth to answer, the words come out almost automatically. You're the one who needs to relax. It's a broken arm, not the plague. I have to say, it feels strange being this bold, even if I'm just reciting my lines. Still, your body's under a lot of stress. If you don't give it the rest it needs, it won't heal as quickly. You want to heal soon, don't you? Because I do. So you can get me out of your hair? Is that what you're saying? What difference would it make? Even if I do everything right, he said it's not going to heal for 6 months. I kneel down by the bed and rest my head in my good arm. I can't be stuck here for that long. There has to be a way out. Emmy kneels down beside me. I don't mind taking care of you for that long. Are you the Yandere? That's not the issue. I actually like his design better. It's not the issue. If I can't go out of here in a month, all my hard work will be lost forever. What are you talking about? I never told you why I came here? No, you just said it was a porn. Really? I could have sworn I told you. I'm afraid you didn't. Strange, guess I'll tell you now. I sit on the side of the bed. He follows. Our legs brush against each other for a brief moment, and he shyly scoots away. I have to take a few seconds to decide what to say next. This part of the game just says I explained to Emmy what happened to my workshop, so I never got MC's exact words. But I remember the plot well enough that it comes to me soon. So I do most of my inventions in my workshop, right? It's where I keep all my plans, parts, half-finished mechanics, half-finished machines, things like that. Kind of like yours. Not in one place. And now it's frozen. But how do you freeze a workshop? Simple. Ice Dragon Breath. Why did we have Ice Dragon Breath? You brought an ice dragon to your workshop? Of course not. I went out and got a sample of his breath. And yeah, breath mint. That is extremely dangerous. Are you sure you had the experience for that? Nope. I came in with a bow and arrow and started sprouting nonsense about Skyrim. Don't worry, I read all the books on the subject I could find. Lion. Hey, I'm okay now. It was just a flesh wound. I glanced down at my arm. Mostly. Anyway, I'm only meant to use a tiny sample, but I actually took a lid off the jar completely instead of just a little bit. And well, now my workshop's in a great block of ice that won't fall for 1,000 years. Years of hard work, frozen in an instant. I was so close to finishing my all automated window washer too. That one took me forever, not to mention that the first machine I ever made wasn't there. How awful. I nod. Yeah. So I figured out a way to fix it. That was why I came here in the island. It was the only place I could get a thermal blossom, one of the materials to finish building my falling machine. My falling, falling detonator. I need to rewatch Phineas and Ferb. Or wait, yeah. I want to watch Phineas and Ferb. Phineas and Ferb. Did you find one? Yeah, I mean, I keep getting shorts for the certain creator of the series, so I'm like, I want to watch it now. Yeah, I got it already. The problem is, the only day it'll work is the next summer solstice. If I miss my chance, that's it. Goodbye, workshop. Oh, other summer solstice. Goodbye, life's work. I slouched forward, eyes fixed squarely on the floor in front of me. From me. Out of the corner of my eye, I see him reach over to me. He hovers his hand over to my back and tilts his head, as if asking for permission to touch me. I nod, and he rubs reassuring circles in my skin. We stay like this in silence for a while. I close my eyes, soaking in the touch. When he finally speaks up, it barely is above a whisper. You don't have to go through this alone, you know. There's barely any emotion in my voice. What do you mean? I'm an inventor, too. Maybe we can work together to find another solution. I'll take a gardener at your machine to see what can be done to make it work any day other than solstice. Trust me, I've tried everything I could think of. Still wouldn't hurt to have another pair of eyes on it. No, I wouldn't do that to you. You've done so much for me already. I won't mind, honestly. You're busy enough with all the requests you get around town. What's one more? I glance at the side, not saying a word. At this point, the MC doesn't know what to say. Please, at least think about it, alright? I grumpily gaze at the floor. Alright. He gives me a gentle pat before standing up. Now then, I ought to leave you to rest. If you need anything at all, just call me. I gather all the tension I can muster in my face to mold a strained smile. Thank you. He meets my smile with a much more genuine-looking one of his own. With a nod, exits the room, taking care to close the door behind him. Such a sweetheart. I'll be lying if I claimed I didn't understand why he was popular. His concern was rubbed off on me. I could do what he wants, so I do what he wants. Climb into bed, pulling the covers over is annoying. With one usable arm, but I manage. Oh, you can do it. He has a point, but not for the reasons he thinks. The last thing I remember before waking up in this world is falling into a fairy shallow pool. Even if I was started into the story after MC broke their arm, there's a sizable chance I really am injured. Now that I think about it, when was I slotted into the story? Was it before or after I hit the bottom? I can't recall if I felt any impact. Maybe it was after I did, but even my energies healed in the process of the game transport, except for my arm to match MC's. My brain hurts thinking about it. I dropped my head into the pillow behind me. I dropped my head to the pillow behind and focused on the wood beams in the ceiling. What do I do now? In the game, this is when the MC gets the idea of making a new type of flying machine. The reason they stuck until their arm heals is because the flying machine you normally use to travel to and from the island requires both your arms to operate. Their idea is to make a version of it that doesn't. But I do, of course, already know their plan, so I have nothing to do until dinner. That's a scene where the player chooses which route they want to play. The MC can either tell Emmy about their idea, at which point he offers to help. Or they can not say anything, instead ask Marksum the next day. That's right, Emmy is here. Then Marksum is too. Thinking about it almost overrode my mind. The fictional love of my life is here. He's real. On the same plane of existence as me. I won't have to be satisfied with just imagining him anymore. I'll get to wrap my arms around his coat, feel his breath against my skin, get to be close to him. Which would make him the first close friend I ever had in my life too. Of all the years I've fawned over Marksum, while having no luck making real friends, sometimes I wonder if I was struggling because I was too attached to him. I fear I'll have to give him up. I feared I would have to give him up. But now, I get it both ways. I get to keep him and make a real friend. Well, make more than a real friend. Just one more day until I get to meet him. Marksum, are you excited? I can't answer that. You have to ask the real Marksum. All right. I picture him laying on bed, tucked in right next to me, for one tiny movement away from touching. My heart pounds at the knowledge that this fantasy may come a reality one day. The wiper will go, I want to try Ellie. Is this really what I should be focusing on right now? Though, after all, I just got ripped from my old life and sent to another dimension. I may not have any real friends, but that doesn't mean I don't have anyone who would wonder where I am. My family, for one, not to mention my boss. I took a week off, but they're still going to expect me back after. I mean, they're gonna probably fight us on the news about, probably being a coma or hit our head in the pool, or R.I.P. It's generally considered rude to not show up at your job without at least telling someone. I don't think we're gonna have to worry about our job. We're Isekai'd. They're gonna find out we're probably in a coma or R.I.P. And if I pull something like this, there's a good chance I won't have a job anymore. I don't think we need to worry about that. Although, that won't be a problem if I just stay here forever. As attractive as the idea sounds, it's not a decision I should make impulsively. Well, here's the thing, we don't know if we could get out of this too. Besides, even if I do decide to stay here forever, I should at least find a way to contact my family back home and tell them I'm okay. But how? The afternoon passes by, and I try my best to brainstorm possible ways to come back home. I have a few ideas. The flying machine MC ends up building is promising, as it's studying up the in-universe magic. Every time something comes up to my mind that might work, I'm plagued by the possibility that I won't be able to come back after I leave. It's like you have to choose. I may have to choose between this world and my own homeworld is the obvious choice, but it's hard to convince myself of the deep down. I'll be going back to a normal, dreary, friendless life after all. I mean, if I go to my favorite video game or favorite universe altogether, say One Piece, I'm gonna just stay with the Straw Hat Pirates. I'm still dwelling on it when I hear a gentle knock on my door. Lion, supper's ready. Looks like it's time to progress the story. Sit up. Coming. The door slowly opens, revealing Emmy, with his eyebrows crazed in worry. He's carefully balanced a bowl of vegetable stew in his left hand. No, don't stand up. Remain there. You don't even let me get up to eat dinner with you. My legs still turn to jelly if I don't eat. My legs will turn to jelly if I don't use them. It won't be worse if you overexert yourself. It'll be worse if you overexert them. Eat them. I work. I think I'll be fine. They're not broken. I've done nothing but lie here all afternoon. I'm pretty sure they'll be fine. Better safe than sorry. It's like he's probably the Yandere. Or both of them are Yanderes, I don't know. He's already placing the stew on the stool next to me. I brought the table over to sit by the bed. At this point, MC decided it's best not to continue arguing. Fine, but next time we eat together. I'll leaving this room, got it? Got it. He leaves the room again to fetch his own meal, a couple of wooden mugs full of water, and some utensils as soon as we are sharing our first meal together. I have to sit on the side of the bed in order to eat. Since I only have use of one arm, I can't balance the bowl on my cast. How's the stew? Delicious, thank you. Though the MC describes it as delicious in the game, I find it doesn't have much flavor. I guess they have different tastes from me. It's like us pour hot sauce in it. That's probably why. I would pour hot sauce in it. Make it spicier. I'm glad you like it. I was worried I've used too many carrots. No, it's perfect. Thank goodness. We stay silent for a bit, just quietly stuffing forks full of stew into our mouths. Spoonfuls? So, are you feeling any better? Actually, I'm great. Yeah, it still hurts, but it's nothing I can't handle. I'm happy to hear that. Just don't push yourself. I won't, don't worry. Sure? Yes, I am. Can you talk about something else, please? Like, for example, you? What did you do today? I planned to work on fixing a hole in my bedroom wall, but none of my neighbors came by and told me about a leak in her roof, so I helped her with that. Again, at this rate, you'll never get that hole repaired. Am I the reason the hole happened? I don't mind. I can survive a slight draft, but a leaky roof can spell disaster. Yeah, I can. Some of the hole in the wall. Whatever you say. Wait a minute. Why didn't you tell me you were going out? I'm sorry. She was just so insistent and completely slipped my mind. I'll tell you next time, I promise. That's what you said the last 2 times. You're right. I keep leaving you all alone. Oh dear, I'm truly sorry. It's fine. Get some water right here. I don't care that much, and if I really need something, it's not like I can't just get it myself. But you need your rest, I know. He takes a moment to stir his stew. Lost in thought. How about I do something to make it up to you? What could you possibly do for me that I haven't already? Don't tell me you're already forgotten the offer earlier today. Offer, all right, on freezing my workshop. It still stands, you know. How have you given any more thought to it? If this was the game, a choice would appear right now. I could either bring up a flying machine idea to fix Emmy's route, to enter Emmy's route, or tell him I already know what I'm doing to enter Markham's route. It's a no-brainer which route I'm going to choose. Thank you, but I'm okay. I already figured out a solution. So soon? You're incredible, Lion. Interesting. I always read that line a little I always read that line a little differently than the way he said it. I figured he was brimming with enthusiasm and awe at MC's skill and what they're passionate about. But Emmy's delivery just now had a bit less energy than I imagined. It's a feeling that not unlike when I watched a Let's Player read echoes out loud. It's like, for me, my brain just cannot change my voice. I have a specific interpretation of my dialogue in my head for so long that it's jarring when someone else plays it differently, except this time it's different. It's a real me saying it. Does it make this the official dub? Official. In contemplating that, I almost forgot. It's my line. Yeah, I know. Real humble, are you? I am the humblest person in the whole world. We both burst out laughing. But seriously, I'll be okay. Alright, if you decide you need my help anyway, you know where to find me. Of course. In the game, that's where the scene ends. It just says they finished their meals, and soon it's time to go to bed. Here in real life, however, we both still have quite a bit of stew to go. It looks like I have a chance to go off script. We could talk about whatever I want, as long as I keep the plot on track and don't break character too much. Now, what should I talk about? I should probably ask something about how to get out of here. Should I? I don't want to worry my family. Honestly, I can't directly ask him about how to flee. He have no idea what I'm talking about. But maybe I can get a hint from the way I came. Hey, Emmy? Yes? Back when I was getting my arm treated by the doctor, did you notice anything strange? What do you mean? What kind of strange? Oh, any kind of strange. Maybe clouds forming a weird pattern or something. I wasn't watching the clouds at the time. He was watching us. It doesn't have to be clouds. It could be anything off. Why are you asking? That's a good question. Why am I asking? I can't exactly tell him the truth. I don't know. I just had an odd feeling in my gut today, like something that's not right. I see. I get the feeling like that sometimes, too. Today I felt perfectly ordinary to me, though perhaps you forgot something. Perhaps. It looks like that's all the information I'm going to get from him, on the matter. If he had seen that moment I appeared in the world, he might have been able to provide some insight. But unfortunately, I was alone, or he knows. It doesn't care. He wants us with him. What the frills? I have to find some other way to figure this out. For now, I have to finish stew to finish. The two of us make small talk as we finish our meals, and soon everything is cleaned up. Before I know it, it's time to get ready for bed. Not having modern amenities will take some getting used to, but not too much. I managed to clean my teeth just fine. After using that candle to navigate my way to the bed, I crawl between the mattress and cover once more. I let my thoughts wander. Tomorrow will be it. I'll finally get a chance to see Markson in person. I'll talk to him just like I'm playing his route, and I'll start working towards his good ending, and then we'll live happily ever after. Except, is this really that simple? There were a lot of choices in the original game. What if I mess up? What if he doesn't like me? What if I never see him again? And even if I do succeed in befriending him, what will happen when I have to leave? I don't want to leave him alone. If I acted responsibly, I wouldn't be. After all, I've only been a week. I've only have a week before I need to go back to work, and the route only lasts a month. Only lasts a month in game. But the thought of having to go home so soon makes an H bloom deep in my chest. I don't want to go, but I'll have to. Maybe I'll be able to come back afterwards. Like, Inuyasha? Kagome with Inuyasha? But what if I can't? What if I have to leave my dreams behind? As raindrops pour against the window, every bad possibility, every single little way of coming days could go wrong pelts me like a hurricane or hailstorm. Just all the dread swirling around my mind. It's a miracle I get any sleep at all. Eventually, though, I find myself fading into unconsciousness. Despite the cocktail of terror and adrenaline scorching around in my body, I find myself awake after a good night's rest. The neatly organized room hasn't changed, meaning I haven't shifted back into reality. In fact, my body almost feels more used to this world. As the waves of fatigue ebb away, allow my brain cogs to start whirling away once more, I recall an important in-game event that occurs in Day 2. I finally get to meet Marksum. The main character looks for Marksum to get help with their flying machine, seeking out his magical abilities and wanting to help a helping hand. After venturing into his house and ringing the doorbell, they find no one answering and proceeds to leave. Afterward, they get lost in the Patriot Trail forest and come across Marksum bird watching, and it's breathtaking introduction. However, I think I could skip the house venture and just walk into the forest. Emmy will come in any second, and he'll try to convince me to stay and heal up. But obviously the player won't listen. They'll go away. That's exactly what I'll do. Good morning, Lion. I heard you're still awake. Did you sleep well? Yes, like a baby, actually. This bed is really comfortable. Well then, I'm glad to be of service to you. Emmy practically beams. He flashes me the golden boy smile, plastered every single cover of Echoes of Sky. Though I'll be bored to death by that smile slapped onto merch, fan art, and the likes of it, which is perfect for our thumbnail. Sorry about this. However, seeing it in person makes me, a hardcore Marksum fan, falter for a moment. Thank you for your hospitality, but I don't think I could stay for long. He practically welts like a flower doused in acid. What? Why not? Your arm hasn't healed. It's only been a day. I'm a human, not some porcelain teacup. There's not much this body can't handle. I give him my own trademark smile and flex my good arm to cheer him up, but hurt still lingers in his expression, with lips slightly pouting and gaze lowered in an attempt to hide his feelings. You have to rest, please. No, I have to go. I'm sorry. Then at least tell me where you're going. I'm going to meet Marksum. His eyes flicker upward, soaring with a mix of emotion. His gaze that then darts to the window panel, decorated with glittering drops of rain. He tries to put his feelings into words. No, you're not. I forbid you. I'm gonna get this Jay to walk us up. Okay, no, he won't. Marksum can be a little, well, his door isn't as open to people as mine. For you, Wyan? He thinks I don't know that? Goodness, Emmy. That has a lot to learn. That's Marksam's charm point. Charm point. There's just something about his cool personality, his detached manner, that makes me yearn to thaw his icy walls. Emily has his charms, but those charms in chapter everything in the city. Marksam, on the other hand, his warmth is reserved only for those he deems worthy. And I want to be worthy. That's okay. I've opposed enough, and anyway, you'll warm up to me eventually. Don't worry about the charms of YN, Emmy. Right. Although I definitely weirded him out, Emmy simply laughs politely and helps me get ready, hovering around me like a stressed hummingbird until I practically force myself out the door. Be safe, watch out, watch where you step. Cobblestone is still wet from the rain. I like him. His voice echoes as I leave. Seriously, I can't get his approval. I don't get his approval. I don't get his appeal. It's like dating my mom. Now, I know I said that I would be going to Marksam's house. However, the main character of Echoes of the Sky actually gets lost and stumbles across him in the woods. So, without further ado, I go and try to get lost on purpose. As I wander from Emily's abode in the center business district, I venture into the woods. Greenery begins to replace stone and technology. The stretch of chemicals faded in a strong, yet soothing smell from last night's rain. Man, getting lost on purpose is harder than it looks. I've knowingly crossed the same stretch of woodland 3 times and went down each route only to come back to the same area. What pain. However, out of the corner of my eye, I find a slip road as I exit the final route. I swear it wasn't there before, but I take it anyway. Perhaps it will be it where I meet Marksam. I hear him before I can see him. Well, not him in particular, but the sounds of constant surrounds Marksam like a core. Birds chirp away from the beautiful vantage. His strong built body gracefully kneeling on the ground. His eyes a hue of color, yet clear winter skies peer up at the birds above him. I can't move. I'm awestruck by his beauty. Yes, he took my breath away in this game, but now, in real life, I don't think I can handle it. I'm enticed, unable to pull my gaze away from the man who looks like he stepped out of the ink-wash painting. Kinda does. I do like his design. Does remind me, like, it does, I don't know, I just like his design. Maybe his beauty is too much, because I swear I'm begin to hallucinate as he's got closer. But within a matter of seconds, he stares at me, leveling with a sub-zero chill, indicating induced glare. Move, you're scaring the birds away. Oh my god, his voice is breathtaking. It rumbles in low register, but it's so beautiful. Hypnotizing. Crap, I'm supposed to say something. I must have been staring for too long. The main character was supposed to say something, but I can't barely remember. Maybe because those pretty eyes are burning a hole through my face. Well, regardless, I need to get back on track. Alright, I remember now. You're Marksom, correct? He simply nods. He surely is a man of few words. Then I found the right person. You see, I'm not sure if you heard of me before, but I'm YN, an inventor from the mainland. I'm in the middle of creating a flying machine. However, I have a bit of an accident and was wondering if you could lend a hand. I smile at him, internally relieved I haven't gone too far off script. Why would I help you? Did I break your arm? It's like, no. No, but exactly. It's your responsibility to keep yourself healthy, not mine. What's going to be your responsibility pretty soon? Jeez, this guy is so cool. I mean, yeah, he's a bit mean, but he really doesn't pull any punches. The next line of in-game dialogue often sits at the edge of my tongue, but now I hesitate to pronounce them, for they are bold display of the protagonist's stubborn personality. In general, I always been passive. During group projects, I was the one who did the most of the work. That's pretty much most people. A lot of us do that. Yeah, I was never the leader. In life, I always had to initiate deep-seated fear of confrontation, which is probably why I took this game's main character so admirable. Though, I will say, last group project I did, the other girl did a lot more, but we were doing based off her, it was already my idea to do it based off what she was studying, because it would have been because she could have used it for a teaching aid. I could never follow such hard-headed footsteps, especially those belonging to someone so effortlessly charismatic and powerful. But now I find that I absolutely have to. It may be my responsibility to keep myself healthy, but you and I are part of the same community. It's a community responsibility to keep the members healthy and happy. His brows furrow, and I know I hit a nerve. I will myself to keep going. And if I don't get this done, I won't be able to pay the rent this month. This is a bald-faced lie. The protagonist has ulterior motives, but for now, that's all Marxham needs to know. Then go find someone in the community who will help you. I didn't ask to be part of it. His voice tone is severe, and the birds began to go silent around him, as if they were a pose. Yikes! I don't know how the main character's mouths off like this, as if it's second nature. This is nerve-wracking. I need you. He rubs his temples in irritation, clearly fed up with this conversation. It's pretty obvious he doesn't mingle with the public often. Seeing solitude in his comfortable zone. Is that so? Why? Because your magical techniques may be of use to my creation. Then again, strike a nerve. Unbeknownst to the main character, Marxham comes from a lineage of magicians, of magic users. I know the word, but who is excel in magical techniques they created for generations, namely specializing in evasion. But they keep it in a down low, and Marxham is no exception. I think I heard enough. You scared the birds into silence. Good day. The birds scatter like fireworks as he leaves, storming off angrily into the woods. I'm supposed to be angry, like the main character is, but instead I keep my hopes high. Why? Because if I play by the script tomorrow, he'll say yes, and that will make the beginning of my whirlwind romance. Wait. Ah, yes, this line. He whips around, but doesn't fully turn towards me. I anticipate his cold departure message. Don't approach me again. Not unless you absolutely have to. The very lines that made me fall in love with him. He's not gonna say it. If you're going to approach me, be quieter next time. You intimidate the birds. Huh? I stare at him, confused by his as he descends further into the depths until he's no longer visible. Sure, my ears are playing with me right now. I followed pretty much everything by the book, so why doesn't he say that? Why alter his line? It weighs on my mind as I make the trek back to Emmy's place. It's embarrassing to go back with my tail between my legs, but as long as Markson agrees tomorrow, it won't be as humiliating. Sure enough, like a puppy waiting for their owner to return, Emmy pressed the door open before I could even ring the doorbell. You're back. We're also still in the forest. He beams as if we were. If it was anyone else, their smile would be shaky, condescending, a non-verbal yet powerful cavalry of "I told you so." But Emmy, in his perfect personality, could never dream of stooping to such moral woes. Yes, I am. So, how did it go? Did you get what you needed? I look to the side, uttering humiliated. No, not really. I'm sure Markson is very busy right now. But I'm not. Listen, Ryan. I can always help you out. Are you sure there isn't anything I could do? I want to unlock Emmy's route. If I want to unlock Emmy's route, I would take him up on his offer. But I'm strictly loyal to Markson. Yeah, I'm sure. He tactfully drops the subject. For once, I'm glad that his overly niceness is an important part of him, because I don't think I could take an interrogation about why I need Markson in particular. Instead, he changes the topic to lunch and when he should cook, and what he should cook. I offer to help him, which he firmly declines, so instead I spend the rest of the day engaged in idle chatter and book flipping to silence whilst Emmy attends to his clinic. However, it's still stuck in the back of my mind, tapping away like a stubborn woodpecker. That one thing Markson said, which dies from his original storyline. Was it because I didn't ring his doorbell before I went to the woods, or because I stared at him for too long instead of intimidating us during the conversation? No matter why, was it such a big deal his lines changed? Eternally, was it me who caused the change, or the eternal factor? Probably us not going by this full script. I'm highly suspicious now. I shouldn't dwell on the events. They already happened. I feel highly suspicious now. I spend the rest of the day deep in thought, constructing hypothesis after hypothesis from trails of sand instead of solid evidence until it eventually causes me to drown in the depths of slumber. That includes a part of the demo for Man of My Dreams. Thank you for playing, and be sure to look at the credits. So that was Man of My Dreams, the current demo. If you like my content, please subscribe, like, help out, and comment. I will see you guys next time.